Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Make an RPG Game / Life with Professor Retro. Because I don't have anything really significant to vlog today normally, we're going to do another devlog today. Then I did a bunch of work overnight yesterday on this because I just wanted to get this going. Because one, I have a job interview on the 9th of this month, and I want to make sure that I got some work on this because eventually I'm not going to, if I get this job, I'm not going to really have the energy to work on it a whole lot. So, and two, sometime in August, I'll be heading to Florida for a week, as usual. So, without any more updates done, let's get into let's update you on what I've done and then we'll add some more. So, I took out the housing here. I originally then had a practice area here, but I changed that. So let's go down. I created a dorm room. Here, the start of the dorm room. Of course, we have the hallway, and we're going to have two classrooms. We're going to work in this classroom today in this vlog, because I'm working on that one. Then we've got combat stuff, so I'll show you what's in here. So we'll zoom in a bit. There we go. So we've got the gear treasure here. Let me see. It sounds like no one's here. I don't hear anything. Dogs barking. So you get all this. And I'll show you something real quick that'll help explain all that mess. We have a practice dummy. You hit the action button and you get the physical attack on the dummy. And you get 1 experience point every time you hit. That may change. I realize that's kind of dumb. Of course, then you hit here. And you go here, and once you have the short sword, which you get from the chest, then you could actually go into here, and I've created that. All that. Then we got the magic, which I was working on. And basically that's as far as I got. And then it was late. So, here's the plan of action for this devlog. Oh, and then of course you've got the letter. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. I'm going to go over to this blank area here. And we're going to delete that. I'm going to do that yet. But here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to go over to here. I'm going to name input, main character Paul. Products we'll do, then we'll go here and we'll go self-switch, and we'll new here and we'll put some sort of question, and let's put in help please, and then use name input, and we go control self-switch, make it A, here A, so then we're gonna go that and make this autoplay, excuse me, like so, and that will then work with this. So let's get this all set up. I had something similar that I had done for this, but I didn't like the way it looked. And I've always wanted to create a game where the player actually learns skills as it goes on, and then we throw in a couple side missions and you learn more skills and get experience points. So we're going to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to work on the town that once you exit out of the academy, and you go here, and so it takes you to a town. So we're just working on that today. For this vlog, we're going to go new, and I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to stretch this out to about 20. Keep the height at 13. And we'll make it just a small town. And here's how we're going to do this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab this, and a boom, and we're going to create the town. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to here, go over one. I hate when I do that. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Whoops. That down. And 1, 2, 3. I could easily cheat most of all this by using the pre-built ones, but I don't want to do that. I only do that for the 10-day RTP jams because those games aren't always that fun. So we'll make this a shop, and we'll go space it out, put one here, open shop. Actually, I'm going to do something. So we're going to wipe that. So this is an armor shop, right? And we're going to create a forge outside, a smelting or forge area outside. So here's what we're going to do. So here's how I do this. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go right about here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to leave it like that. Then we're going to go over to here, go down to the bottom, go 1, 2, 3. And we'll leave it exactly like that. Then I'm going to go over here, grab this nifty little thing. We're going to just put it right about there. We're going to grab one of these, and there's our entrance. And to make it kind of neat, what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And for here, we're going to click right about here. And then go all the way down towards those other two. And we're going to pick, how about that, so you can see the smoke. And to make it look like it's actually coming out, we're going to just click on the stepping action. Check stepping, and just leave it like that. Then we're going to go here, and I'm going to go all the way down to fire, or actually flame. And we're just going to take it like that, and another stepping action, so make it look like it's an actual fire flame. And there you have the forge. But let's make it really look like a forge. So what we're going to do, up here. Oh crap, sorry. So then what we're going to do is back to here, and we're going to create a fence. So I'm just going to go here, we're going to go yoop. I'm going to go down here, and we're just going to go down like this. Here, this is a small town, so we're going to go here and put the entrance here, and then we're going to put exit, another entrance right about here. There. So then what we're going to do is we'll use this one. We're going to go over to here. 1, 2, 3, drop it down, and let's make this an item shop. So there's our item shop, because we're going to input another plugin. I'm going to find it. And then what we're going to do, I think let's put in a house of sorts. So we're just going to go here, and we're just going to put an empty house. Doesn't need to have the player to go in it, and to make it look like a house. So just a blank wall. We're just going to put a few doors there. And what we'll do is we'll create a quest board. We're going to do that today too. So go over to this one, and we're going to take this one here, and we're going to go right about here. And there's a quest board, because what we're going to do is we're going to build a tavern next. I'm going to do that. We're going to go over to here, and we're going to pick one of those. I'll pick this one right about here. Tavern's going to be a little bit bigger than the shops. 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So we're going to put the entrance to the tavern right here. It's going to be a tavern/inn, so we'll just put that. There we go, that's our tavern. So we get our basic town. We've got an item shop, we've got a weapon shop, we've got a tavern. We really don't need much for this town. I may expand this off camera, but that's the basic gist of it for right now. So here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to show you the plugins I'm currently using, which right now is only these two. This gives it to the actors. I can create different actors and use their side view sprites. And this makes it so any items you get, it pops up on the side of the screen and tells you exactly what you get. So I can make chests with multiple items without having to create multiple little pop-ups. So I'm going to quickly see if I could find something. You're not going to see what I'm doing, but I'm actually going to put it in this one. No, I did not. What I want. So, question is it in the downloads? No, is it? No, it is not. What I was going to use one of my favorite plugins to create chests because it's so easy, but we're going to work on that later. We're going to create the quest board. And I could do this one of two ways. I do have two plugins that make it easier to make quests. Or I can make them item-based quests, like fetch quests. So, well, first of all, I'll show you how I make a fetch quest without having to use a quest. That's what we're going to do. Is we're going to go here, we're going to click here, over down to here, and I'm going to find, well, actually, here's what we're going to do. Cancel all that out. I'm going to go over to here, go over to tile sets, over to the outside tile set of here, and I'm going to go all the way down to find it, here. Like that, I click apply. Now, I can do this. We go here, go down to here, and we go all the way down to inside tile set D, and I can do this. So I can take this little piece of paper here, and then here's what we're going to do. This is how I do this. So, without using a quest, without using anything to help making quests easier, we're going to have it this way. So, I always do this, so I do this. So, instead of, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, and I'm going to go to people, and let's make the quest giver be her. And let's put down, so what I'm going to put down is I put down who, which tells you the quest giver. So, who, and we'll just say Wandering Mage. Actually, no, how about Wandering Princess? That's what she looks like. And then put what? And say Lost Ring. And then Lost Ring, talk to Lost Ring. Put what? Lost my ring in the fountain. We'll just make it simple, and I can make a fountain. In the fountain. Or you could do this. Speak to her in the bar. Alright. And then we do that, and to make it look like you actually took it, so it doesn't show up and can't do it multiple times, we just go new page, mark the new page with self switch 8, go back to page 1, and drop down that, and call it done. So now it looks like you've taken it, so it will not show up again. Click apply. Now let's create the bar real quick, and we'll keep the dimensions. I'll just go inside. This is going to be a small bar. Like this is a small bar. And we'll create the flooring. I'll just use this wood one, and we'll go right about this way. This, as it means an in, we're going to do a few things real quick. And we'll go here, down the wall there, the door right here. And it's an in, so I'm going to create stairways to the second floor. Every bar needs a bar top, so we'll create the bar top. Put a few chairs here. So, here's I'm going to show you one thing I always like to put in bar scenes. A couple tables. And put a couple windows in. That. Create our bartender. Hey, I don't know what that. Here, and we'll create our bartender. I'm just going to go all the way down. What I like to do for bartenders, especially in some of the games, I'll just use the sci-fi characters. So we'll use that one because he looks like a bartender, doesn't he? Look, he's got kind of that bartender look. And we'll just make him simply say something, and then I'll maybe off camera I'll add some more depth to him. We'll go to the pub. The pub. There we go. Then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll click apply, and there we go. Now we're going to create the princess character, the quest character. There's our quest giver. And we're going to copy, and we're going to paste. And we're going to click that cell today. So what we're going to do, we'll make this simple little fetch quest. And I'm going to then leave it blank for now, because we've got to create the quest item. So we'll go here. Actually, first off, because I've had issues with this happening, we're going to save quick. So in case this engine crashes on me, I don't lose all that progress I just did. And we're going to go here, and we're going to change the fire scrolls. That was for something completely different that I did changed out. We're going to find the kind of looks like a ring. Looks like a ring. Actually, that's better. And a string. Put mine in background noise. Make it a key item. It's non-consumable. Has no price. Click apply. And then we're going to go to. Now look at that. So here's what we're going to do. We'll do this. Actually, I'm going to create something. So we're going to cancel this. I just realized what we really need to just hit OK. What we're going to do is we're going to create something called quest note. Actually, no, what we need to do, we're not even going to need create item. Because it was going to be like that. We're going to go here. And before we're going to go here, I got an idea. Go back into the town. Go back to, so before, once we look like a ticket, then we're going to go here. And we're going to make it a switch. And we're going to call this quest start. Click apply, that, and we want to have it on. Click apply. Because we're going to go back into here. And we're going to go in and create a conditional branch, and we're going to say if quest start is on, we'll click create else branch. This way you don't have to go through some endless dialogue branches, and I don't have to really, it makes it so much easier.
What you
I
doing?
saw your note. I'm recording.
Oh.
I saw your note on the board. We'll have the quest giver say something like, see in the fountain, if you can back to me, I will reward you. So the else branch is just, we're just going to do this event of the quest is, and now we're going to go and we're going to say this. Then we're going to go over back to that one here and go, we're going to go to A. No, not that. And we're just going to create another conditional branch. Over to item and say lost ring. We're going to create else branch. And we're going to do the show text. If you have the ring, well, actually, I'll show you what I'm going to do, but you have the ring. Here it is. What we're going to do is we're going to go new after we do this, and we're going to go to item. We're going to decrease by 1 the ring, so it literally looks like you got the ring, gave it back to her. And go back to here and say, thank you very much. Here is what I can give you. And then change goal, we'll say 10. And I believe every quest should have some level of experience. Increase experience by 5. There you go. Give it some urgency. Please find my ring. Oh, no, we're going to go here, and I'm going to go new. And we're going to go to here. Above this, we're going to say... So it'll play this, then it'll go through, the game will go through, and if you have the lost ring, you'll get this top part. So the ring will be given, you'll say, here it is. She'll thank you, you'll get 10 gold and 5 experience points. If you don't have the ring, you get this. And we're going to click apply, but I'm going to do one last thing. We're going to copy again. Copy, we're going to paste. We're going to call this one B. And I'm just going to wipe this out. Change this. Just say my ring. Because then what we can do is we're going to go control switch it off. Control sub switch goes on. So then what happens is once you have the ring, you're going to say, here it is. She's going to thank you. You're going to enter 10 gold, your 5 experience points, and it's going to switch off this page. At the same time, it's going to switch to this page. So then it'll say this. So then every time you come back after you complete the quest, all you do is this. So the quest is not repeatable. And there you have it. There's your first quest. So let's break the exit and we'll create entrance. Come on. Be a coordinator program. Alright. And there you have it. We've created our first fetch quest, but we still need a fountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. Actually, before we do that, we'll save, so in case it crashes. We're going to go over to the database. I'm going to go over to tile sets. We're going to go here, and we're going to go all the way down to E. And I'm going to find the sci-fi outside tile. Now, no one says you have to use all the same tile sets. You can mix and match, and that's what I like about this. And then we're going to go over to E, and what I want is a simple ornate-looking fountain that we're going to drop right about here. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something that appears once you talk to the... I'm going to show you that. Then we're going to create a new page. Click A. No, we don't need anything here, because what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Item, lost ring, increase by 1, yep. Show text. All right. Now, we're going to keep it stepping. And what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to go to Control Switch A, and call it done. Is that? But the only way this will show up is we're going to make this a switch. We're going to label it lost ring. I'll show you why in a second. Otherwise, you can continue to grab the ring, but then you complete the quest without even getting the quest. You want to make sure you get the quest first. Click apply. So here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to go back to the bar. And at this point, when it says we're going to then go over to here, and we're going to say control switch, lost ring. But I'm going to, so that way, after you do all this, it'll then go right to here and then turn that switch on. So when you go back outside, the ring is there by the fountain. But what we're going to do is then we're going to go here real quick, and we're going to turn the quest start to off and done. So this video's gone on long enough. It's a half an hour long. Yeesh. So here's where we're going to test the quest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to tool, go over to game. I'm going to say skip the start screen. We're going to go here, and I'm going to drop myself right here. Drop the player, and I'll be right back. I am back, and we have seen. So let's play out the quest. Test it, make sure it works. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go out here. First, let's test to make sure if you don't have quest art on. Perfect. So, here. I'm going to fix that, but here you go, and voila. We have to fix something. I'll be right back. Bug is fixed, so here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go here, and it says you get the picture of the quest giver, you get who she is, and what you have to do to get the quest, and then boom, now the quest notice is gone. So into the bar, talk to her. She goes, I saw your note on the board. I see. Well, I lost my ring in the fountain. If you can find it, give it back to me. I'll reward you. There's the ring now. Click that. You found the ring. It tells you you got the ring on the screen right there. We're going to go here. Go back to here. Talk to her. Have you found my ring? Here it is. Thank you very much. Here's what I give you. You got gold. We've now got 5 experience points for it. And we've now got 10 gold. And now if we go back, you get that. Bartender. And there you go. So we've created our first quest without actually using a plugin. So again, thanks for watching this episode of Let's Make an RPG Game. I know it's not a normal regular vlog for today, but I didn't have anything to vlog about today. So I figured why not just make some, let's work on the game a bit together. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Peace out, stay frosty, and remember, keep your creative juices flowing. I'll see you in the next one.